Welcome, guys. Welcome to the Smackdown recap, where we do a quick, fast, and everything. The Smackdown was one hell of a show. It started off with Chris Jericho coming out to get his demands, either a chance at the World Heavyweight Championship, or he would demand to be traded. Jericho would say all this, and Captain Charisma, the number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, came out and told him to shut up and get ready to wrestle. You're about to fight me right now in the ring. Christian and Jericho had one hell of a match to start off the night, and Christian would pull off the win with the spear right there. That spear, Christian would pull off the win. Big win for Captain Charisma, showing why he's one of the number one contenders for the World Heavyweight Championship. Christian was just celebrating, telling Christian, I got you. And out of nowhere, to the surprise of everyone, Randy Orton comes out and saves Chris Jericho. Is this the group Orton's been talking about since the end of WrestleMania? Is this the group, man? And after that, we saw General Manager Duncan telling Wade Barrett, I saw what you did on Nitro, and I'm decided to make that European Championship match a triple threat match. And then after that, we had tag team action, which was supposed to be Drew McIntyre and Booker T versus Rey Mysterio and Jack Swagger, but Rey Mysterio had other plans as he changed the partner. He said he wouldn't get in that ring at all. So he found Brodus Clay to replace him. Brodus Clay would tag with Jack Swagger, and what was a match dominated by Swagger and Brodus Clay. But as you can see right here, when Booker came in, the whole shebang fell down for Swagger and Brodus Clay. Booker T dominated. He did what he did, and Booker T picked up the win for his team of Drew McIntyre and himself. Booker T sending a message. Booker T after the match would announce that he wants a match against Rey Mysterio, career versus career, in the last man standing. And then right here, Jericho would make insults about Duncan's father-in-law, Teddy Long, and Duncan told him, you know what, you got your trade, I'll see you later, get out of my office. And then after that, we saw Cody Rhodes versus Evan Bourne. What was one hell of a young matchup these two kids did, man. Cody Rhodes would come out and tell us he is going to face Riley Sparks next week for the Intercontinental Championship. So that's going to be fun. The chance to make it a fatal four-way already. Uh-oh, I just spoiled it for you guys. Uh-oh. Anyways, Evan Bourne looking to continue that hot streak. Evan Bourne right here was making crazy moves right here. Evan Bourne, look at Evan Bourne right here doing things. And I thought right here, we thought Evan was going to do it one more time, but he pulls it off into a pin. Evan Bourne will get the pinfall and beat Cody Rhodes in this match. Evan Bourne's on a hot streak. Watch out, Riley Sparks. He's coming for your title. And then after that, we would see Trent Beretta proposing to Maxine to tell her, will you be my manager? And by the looks of it, she said yes. And then we would have Riley Sparks versus Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder wins. Well, he won, and he will be facing Evan Bourne and Riley Sparks for the Intercontinental Championship at Extreme Rules and possibly more. Riley Sparks was just running his mouth, and Zack Ryder had enough of it and said, let's start our match, man. I'm sick of you right here. Riley Sparks was doing whatever he could. Ryder kicked out of a couple clashes, but Zack Ryder would get the Rough Rider, and woo, you know it, the Long Island IZ picked up the win, and he's getting a chance at the Intercontinental Championship. And after that, we saw Drew McIntyre unload in the back against Jack Swagger. But Jack Swagger said, I'm no punk. I can take care of business here, too. These two men are fighting about tag team championship that Jack Swagger cost him. I can't wait to see more about these two young gentlemen right here. Then we had Goldust versus Kane, and what we knew was going to be the destruction of Goldust, man. I don't even know why Goldust took this match, but Kane's been the destructive force, man, ever since he's brought that mask back. Remember, he brought it back, then he went back to no mask, and then he brought back the mask. But ever since then, he's been destructive. He's been destroying whoever gets in his way, and Goldust was just another victim tonight. And Kane, after that chokeslam, was just staring down Goldust like that. Kane would pick up the win, and after the match, he would issue a challenge to The Undertaker for Extreme Rules in a Inferno match. We'll see what happens if Undertaker accepts the challenge. Juan and AJ Styles were just patching up the things, patching up the team. Then we have a European Championship match with the three former members of the Core going at it when Heath Slater, the European champion, took on Justin Gabriel. And the guy who was at it tonight on SmackDown, Wade Barrett. Justin Gabriel pulled the 450 splash. Wade Barrett waiting outside. Wade Barrett does what every bad guy does and lets the good guy do all the work, and then he comes in and bam. And Wade Barrett would pick up the win right there like that. he is the new European champion. And after the match, he talked about how he would restate, how he would be the new face of WWE. But Mr. Duncan said that championship is on the line every week. And next week on Superstars, you have to defend it against Tyson Kidd and the Great Khali. Then we move over to tag team action with the chance for Juan and AJ to regain their #1 contendership against Dolph Ziggler and Mason Ryan. If they can beat the other parts of perfection, Mark Henry and Richie Steamboat, they would get a chance at it. And right here, with the out of nowhere move, Juan would pin Mark Henry for the win. AJ and Juan were thinking at that moment, we're gonna face Mason and Dolph again. We're gonna get our chances at our #1 contendership again. But Mr. Duncan told them the only way they would accept it if it was in handicap matches. So on Raw, AJ Styles will face in a handicap match, 2 parts of perfection. After that, we would have this right here. Bam! Shelton Benjamin decking Christian in the back of the head with the championship after these two had heated words. But Juan will also have a handicap match as long as AJ Styles on Raw. They will have handicap matches against perfection. Then we have our main event, Kofi Kingston taking on Shelton Benjamin. A preview of what's to come for Extreme Rules, which was one fun matchup between these two guys, man. These two guys took each other to somewhere nice and cozy. Now, these guys went right at it right here, punching back and forth. And out of nowhere, Christian would come out with the steel chair and think, what do I do right here? What do I do? You know what? I'm facing both of them. Let me lay them out. And that's how SmackDown ended. Christian, the captain, has arrived. Christian, thank you for watching the recap show.